I'm following up on the Kennekajenkins. May she rest in peace, and her family. You have my condolences. Um, so I left off stating that when you're in a crime scene, the police usually tape off any areas that the person may have been or persons may have been, and they call in the crime scene unit and dust for fingerprints. I didn't see none of that happen. So why is protocol being broken in this case? Is it because Bill Murray and Andy Murray? The Bill Murray is from Caddyshack, and he's getting ready to open a Caddyshack restaurant in that same kitchen. So would you think that it would be maybe bad for business to have some 19-year-old woman found dead in your, supposedly to be new freezer? What do y'all think? And then, do y'all even know that Cassandra Van Treck was also the editor in the Sandra Bland case in Texas? So, you can pretty much tell that bitch is pretty much bought and paid. And yes, money is the root of all evil, because that's what this whole case started about. Besides Kanika's brother murdering, Herman Tolliver's twin. So not only was this get back at her brother murdering his brother, but one of the guys text Irene stating that he wanted to set her up because he wanted to, have sex with Kanika, and Kanika dissed him hard. So he was pissed about her dissing him. So he was trying to get payback, and he was like, yeah, I'm gonna have, he said, fuck her. And then you can get in too if you want, is what he said to Irene in her post. If I can find that post, I will repost it. But it seems pretty funny to me that you have 2 security guards there that night and a bunch of edited tapes, a bunch of, people just disappearing out of thin air and then popping out of a freaking wall, and just so much stuff is just so wrong in this case that I cannot believe that the FBI has not stepped in and demanded that they take over this case. And what I think we all need to do is stop listening to all these government and politicians. It's a race war. It's whites against blacks, or whites against Mexicans, whites against this, whites against that, whatever. I think we all need to band together and oust our government, because obviously they're not doing the jobs that us taxpayers pay them for. And yeah, Surrey and Alexis, you bitches are working with the CIA. And anybody who thinks that they're not is dumb. Straight up. You have no intelligent IQ to save your life. So, for anybody that does not believe me, anybody who has Alexa or an iPhone needs to ask them 2 questions. One is, will you lie to me? Then you need to ask them, after they answer, will they lie to you, is, do you work for the CIA? And see what you get. And also, I want you to go into Google and Google Illuminati spelled backwards and tell me what you pop up with. And again, you have my condolences to the Martin/Jenkins family. I am so sorry for your loss. That is very horrible what they did. And I believe every single person in that hotel that night, not only working, but in that hotel room, needs to be in jail. Have a good night.